It's Monday. And look, I am making some more chicken and dumplings because when I made chicken and dumplings the other day, I forgot to put, well, I didn't record the dumplings, and many of you asked. So I had some broth left over, some chicken broth. I had a pint, so I put it in here, and I cut up a carrot, a potato, celery, and an onion, and I've cooked it, and everything is tender. I'm going to make some dumplings on top of it. So I've got 1 cup of flour here, and I've got a bit of salt, about 3/4 teaspoon of salt. And then I'm going to put some baking powder. So I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of baking powder into here. And then I'm going to mix that all together, the flour and the baking powder and salt. And this stew is just bubbling nicely. Just a minute, I'll get some milk. That's about a cup of milk in there. And then I'll just mix this together, like so. Okay, you see how I've mixed this and how it looks? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to drop some dumplings into here. So first thing I do is I kind of coat my spoon with some of the fluid in there, and then I take a spoonful of the dough and I just stick it on there. I put it on top, and I stick the spoon inside the stew every now and then. There. And I'll have chicken stew and dumplings for lunch. And I won't have any meat in the stew, but that's okay. The flavor will be there. Okay. So once I've dropped the dumplings in there, I'll take a little bit of parsley and I'll just put a bit of parsley over the top like that. Do you see that? Like that. And I'll cover it now. And when I cover it, I'm going to time it for 12 minutes. And this has a top where I can see, but for 12 minutes, and I'll be back. Okay, the dumplings have been in here, and they've been cooking for 12 minutes. And when you're cooking dumplings, you have to let them cook and don't look. Candy, you just wait. Grandma will give you a treat. Look. How does that look? And how do we know if the dumplings are done? Maybe you're asking. Is you feel them just like you would a cake. They're cooked on the top and they spring right back up. So I'm going to take a dumpling, and they're beautiful. They're nice and big and fluffy. Like so. And I'm going to take some of the stew from there. Like so. And pour it on top. Move that over. And let me show you inside the dumplings. Ooh. Do you see that? See how nice and fluffy that is? It's just like opening up a beautiful biscuit. Only the biscuit has been cooked in with the stew. It's absolutely delicious. And so easy to make, I showed you. And you just follow those directions. And you know what? You can do this with beef stew. Sometimes you can take a can of the beef stew that you buy and put it in a pot the way I did and add some water or some beef broth. I've done that. And then I put dumplings on it. And it makes it special. Mmm. Delicious. Mmm. It tastes delicious. Dumplings. Nice fluffy dumplings.